Hello, people, and welcome to another edition of A Dose of Drew. And we have on Friday Night Knives, we have a unboxing. This is a new Reate, and I wanted to do this one. This is their newest budget model, which is an interesting bit. And I haven't opened this yet, so I wanted to do this on camera because Reate is, so there we go, the PLXT with their little slide lock crossbar lock mechanism. Reate's normally known for doing high-end knives. In fact, they have a very good reputation as extremely high-quality, high-end knives. That's a cool little sticker. Nice cloth. What else do we have in here? It looks like we've got some stuff. And this is their budget. All right, so we got a couple of, we got extra spring and some screws. That's nice. Looks like there's basically not a lot to it when it comes to that. So let's see what else we got. Really nice packaging. Kind of almost too much packaging, to be perfectly honest. Wow, that is stout. Yeah, that's a pretty cool amount packaging for real, but that's also a lot. So there's basically the pivot screw and the axis lock screw. That is thick. That is just to throw. That's a PM2 on that bad boy. So that's definitely got some heft to it, even though it's not a whole lot. Just to throw another quick comparison, there's the Paramilitary 3. So it's got some girth to it. That's for sure. Wow. And it feels like it's just enough for 4 fingers, just barely. And there's the pivot lock mechanism. That girth is part of that pivot lock, but that is, I believe this is the lock that means you can't see, you can lock it open, I believe. No, you cannot lock it closed, so it only locks open. Interesting little bit. Nitro V steel coated, nice drop point with the swedge. Almost deep carry, but it works in the sense that it places the clip in a nice place in your hand. It's really nice on the ergos. Pinch grip is very, very comfy, as well as the stroking, draw cuts. It's not quite contoured, but it feels like it. Like the way that it is edged, you can kind of see it. I want to say it's not contoured, but it is. Most of it's just on the beveling and making it a long bevel here, but it is contoured to a certain extent. There's a lot of flat in the middle, but it is also very contoured, which gives it a nice feeling in the thing. You can, with that button lock, you can get it to go while you're in full-on sight thumb, but you have to do it. And if you're using this knife and you're in like the pinch grip, you have to, even if you roll, you have to like purposely do it. So in an actual grip, if you're coming in like this, your finger's going to be in the way. You have to be in a full-on sideways. You have to be in a weird grip. You can do it like that. Interestingly, you can make it fail in a way that may put tiny little bit of blood. It may give you a little knife bite. I was going to say may put your finger in danger, but we'll just go ahead and there's a little bit of blood on camera for those who don't like it. Look away prior to me telling you so. So it is possible to fail. It is, however, also a really nice, you can lock it, right? Everything I just said about it failing, you can lock it, so it doesn't do it. That's, the lock actually does it. Lots of weight reduction in the scales. They're see-through, so all this thickness doesn't do it. Balance is behind the pivot, so it's right there, pretty much. Right where you grip. Not bad. Nice little unboxing. Lots of cool stuff. An extra spring. as well as screws, as well as an extra, you know, one of each. So if anything goes wrong, you got an extra one without having to do it. That is nice to put in. You don't have to call customer service for anything. You don't have to do anything else. There's a lock on it for all of the problems. It's nice ergonomically. It might be smaller than you thought from the picture, but it's not huge. But yeah, generally it's a pretty good. Nitro V is going to be tough. It's got good ergonomics. The lock makes it really, really nice, as well as a little bit of extra safety factor. So if you're going to be using it for anything that's there, you can do it and it'll lock it out. And the fact that you can just put that is just essentially like a button lock is pretty cool, I have to admit. Do I kind of wish it locked it closed? Not really. I don't see a problem. There's no extras or anything, so it's just... I'm interested to see what more there could be. There's no lanyard attachment, which is fine. They didn't need one. It's kind of thick for its size, which it's a handful, and that's good. Like, it doesn't feel tiny in the hand, even though it's kind of small overall. So there you go. And really, it's just, I'm interested to see this new offering from Reate, who is known for doing it, where you get all this tech and all of this build quality for a relatively low price. So there's the Reate, the new one, the PLXT. There you go, pivot lock. Alvin Lee, 4.4 ounces, so it's still pretty heavy. There's a lot of material in there, but they keep it well balanced. So there you go. There's all the specs. The PLXT, designed by Alvin Lee, made by Reate with that pivot lock. Interesting little knife for a decent amount of money. It's not super cheap, but it's still that under $100, which is, for, in my experience, for a Reate, is just unheard of. And there we go. I'll give a bigger review later, but there's the unboxing. Give you the whole Reate experience. Lots of cool stuff in there. Nice little design with an interesting little lock. We'll get the whole bit going here pretty soon, but in the meantime, go ahead, take this video, watch it twice. Comment as much as you like. Be mindful of side effects. Remember to like and subscribe. This has been your Dose of Drew. I am said Drew, and you guys have a great rest of your night.